What's going on, friends? It's your boy Danny Brasco Bets. You are live and direct right here at Pick Profits. So now you can't leave. Damn, have y'all been watching our story? Our premium plays this week are absolutely crushing. 16-5 on the week, and it's only Friday. Making money hand over fist, and that's going to continue through the weekend. We got a big weekend package coming up. If you guys want to get involved in our premium plays, now's the time. Shoot us a DM on Instagram, and we'll get you all set up to make some more money. Ride the train. Premium plays crushing this week. Of course, you guys know me and my free plays have been murdering it lately. Unfortunately, couldn't get the win last night. We had the over in the Rockets-Spurs game, and who would have thought the Spurs couldn't do their part to cover the over? I expected the Rockets to come out with energy, and they did that. Won the game, too, but damn, Spurs were missing a lot of shots in the first quarter and just couldn't quite get over the hump there for the over, so we fall 5 points short on a DeMar DeRozan, fadeaway jumper to tie the game. Goes in and out, would have gone to overtime and would have cashed it. No worries, we move on. So let's get into today's free play. We don't harp on our losses. We move forward, and we're looking to go, 13-2 and 1 in the last 16? Let's go. Let's go get this win. Come on, guys. So we're moving forward, and today I'm looking at the Knicks and Cavs game. Yikes. Not an offensive firepower type of matchup, but I like this game nonetheless. I am a Knicks fan myself, so and normally you'd say, oh, he's going to be biased, watch out for his opinion. No, I hate the Knicks. I hate my team. They caused me so much pain and suffering over the years. I often bet against them. So don't worry, no bias in terms of my fandom involved in this one. In fact, it gives me sort of a sour taste that you should actually respect my opinion more, I think. So here we go into the pick anyway. Let's look at their ATS records. Knicks 5-7 straight up, 5-7 against the spread. Same exact thing for the Cavs. 5-7 straight up, 5-7 against the spread. Win and cover, lose and don't cover. It doesn't always exactly play out like that, but that's what it looks like on paper. So let's take a look at the New York Knickerbockers first. And who's their star? Who are we watching all year this year? It's Julius Randle, just getting it done, developing into a complete player, all-around all-star. I mean, he's been killing it. A couple triple-doubles on the year. He's really improved as a player, and he's our best player. He's making everyone on the team around him better, and that's what's most impressive. He's diming, he's rebounding, his stroke is good from range, from mid-range. I mean, he's really got it going. He can play on the inside, play on the outside. I'm impressed with what I've seen. He currently leads the Knicks right now in points. He's averaging almost 23 points a game, assists 6.8, and rebounds 10.8 per game. I mean, great stat line from Julius Randle. And they're going to need every bit of his offense to contest with the Cavaliers in this matchup, who are the number 1 rated defense in the NBA. They allow the fewest points per game in the NBA. They lock down from the perimeter as well. So really good defense from the Cavs. Knicks are going to have to find ways to score. Randle's going to be a key piece in this. Knicks are currently also, quietly a very good defense, holding opposing teams to 106 points per game. That's good for 4th best in the NBA. So they put really good defensive efforts forward as well, and that can be expected behind a Tom Thibodeau coach team. That was my favorite thing in the offseason. When the Knicks acquired Tom Thibodeau, I was like, okay, now maybe we're moving in the right direction. This guy can actually coach a basketball team. He's got that hoarse voice. He's going to yell at you to get back on defense. I love that. That's what we need in New York Knicks culture. So Tibbs, locking the boys down, getting them to play good defense. But the offense continues to struggle. They're 29th in total scoring. Knicks not putting up a big number. That's 2nd worst in the NBA. Who's the worst team in the NBA, you ask? Who are they? Who's the only team that scores less than the Knicks? The Cleveland Cavaliers. This matchup, like I started off saying, is not going to be an offensive firepower. No fireworks in this one. Might have to wake yourself up some point during this game. But let's look at the Cavs now. So like I mentioned, they're 30th, dead last in scoring in the NBA, and they've really been struggling to put the ball in the bucket. They're going to be missing once again Colin Sexton, Darius Garland. Looks like Andre Drummond, who's missed a couple games, he might be back in this one. He's probable as of now, but he's been dealing with an Achilles injury. So without those 3 guys, I mean, where do you get buckets from? C.D. Osman and Damian Dotson. I mean, their roster isn't so deep. They just did acquire Jarrett Allen and Taurean Prince in that crazy James Harden deal. The Cavs are one of the 4 teams involved in that deal, but it doesn't look like they'll be cleared to play quite yet, so they won't have those pieces to go. So what are the Cavs going to be doing? They haven't scored over 100 points in their last 7 games. That's awful. In their last 7, in this high-flying NBA, run up the score type of NBA, it's not going to get you wins. And, they started out the season 3-0. It was the Cavaliers, Sexton, Garland. Oh my God, they look so promising. Yeah, 3-0 start. They're 2-7 in their last 9. It's going to put them at 5-7. That's more like it. That's the more expected Cavaliers team we thought we would see. So, they're going to continue to rely on players like Osman and Larry Nance to get the offensive output, but it's tough. And, the way that they're getting wins at all and staying in games is their defensive efficiency. They're third in defensive efficiency. That was hard to say. And like I mentioned, number 1 in total scoring allowed. So it's going to be hard for the Knicks to get buckets against them. And, the Knicks are only averaging about 43.5% shooting from the field in their last 3 games. So this should be a grind out, just who can score 100. Whoever's first to 100, I predict, will win the game, if anyone gets to 100. So how are we going to play this one? Well, let's conclude this one up and make the play. The Knicks managed to hold the Cavs to only 85 points on 36% shooting when they beat them in late December. They had a nice win over them. Cavs have really been struggling to score the ball. The Knicks like to play these defensive styles, as do the Cavs, but I'm going to favor Tom Thibodeau and the Knicks in this one to figure out how to score a little more than a shorthanded Cavaliers roster. Without Garland and Sexton, there's just not enough offensive opportunities for them. And, we see anyone can score in the NBA. The bench gets called up, guys are missing, injuries, and anyone can put in buckets on any given night. The Cavs just don't have those guys. And in a sort of grinded out style, I'm not expecting that they're going to put a bigger number up than the New York Knicks will. So let's close this one out with some trends. The Cavaliers are 1-5 against the spread in their last 6 games when an opponent scores more than 100 points in their previous game. So, if a team got a lot of points in their previous game, it looks like the Cavs haven't been able to limit them in their contest against them when they do match up. So that's an interesting stat. Cavs are 1-5 against the spread in their last 6 games overall. They're not covering. The Knicks are 5-2 against the spread in the last 7 head-to-head meetings against Cleveland, so they do well to cover against the Cavs. And the Knicks are 4-0 against the spread in the last 4 head-to-head meetings against the Cavs. So I'm expecting it to go to 5 here. The spread is really just, not an issue. It's -1.5 where the Knicks sitting right now. That means they just win the game, basically. So that's what we're going to play. We say Knicks win and cover -1.5. That's what we're going to play. Knicks -1.5. I can't believe I'm betting on the Knicks. My PTSD is sending shivers up my back. Whenever I bet on the Knicks, somehow I find ways to either, lose when I bet on them and bet them to win, or, lose when I bet against them and I'm getting super self-loathing as a Knicks fan. I'm like, they suck. I'm going to bet on the other team. And, they find ways to surprise me. So hopefully that doesn't happen here. If you guys are tailing, watch out for my Knicks luck. I think I'll win this one, though. I think the Knicks are getting this one done over the Cleveland Cavaliers. Let's go Knicks -1.5. Good luck to everyone tailing. Guess the correct score in the comments. You get it exactly right. You win $100. Guys, weekend package is going to be awesome. The week so far is just absolutely rolling. I'm looking forward to making money into the weekend. This is going to be a glorious week. It already has been. I feel nothing but good vibes about the weekend. Playoff football, baby. So get involved. Shoot us a DM. If you need a book to place this bet, check out BETUS. Use our promo code PICK125. You get 125% of your deposit match. That goes up to $2.5 thousand. You can get a ton of free money with a deposit on BETUS. Shoot us a direct message if you have any questions about the sportsbook, the weekend package, or anything you might want to know. Let's talk about the weather. Let's talk about politics. No, do not message me about politics. I'm not talking about that shit. All right, here we go. Knicks -1.5. Good luck. Let's go get this money. Booyah, cash out.